Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Government unleashing double jeopardy. Huriwa alleges. Government unleashing double jeopardy. Huriwa alleges. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Leading civil rights advocacy group, Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Huriwa, has accused President Muhammadu Buhari led government of unleashing double jeopardy on the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, by filing same charges of terrorism, which were quashed by the Court of Appeal. In a media statement by the National Coordinator, Comrade Emmanuel Owumbiko, the rights group accused President Muhammadu Buhari of rubbishing the principle of rule of law by failing to obey the appellate court verdict, which had earlier freed Nnamdi Kanu but surreptitiously obtained a stay of execution of the appellate court judgment and subsequently filed appeal at the Supreme Court, only to rush back to the Federal High Court, Abuja, to refile some of those identical charges of terrorism already quashed by both the Court of Appeal and the Court of First Instance. Huriwa believes that the action of the federal government in the matter of Nnamdi Kanu is despicable and totally primitive because, under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, every person has fundamental human rights, including those persons accused of commission of any crime or offense. Accused persons are protected under Section 36 of the Constitution, as it clearly stipulates the safeguards that ensure a fair trial of the accused or defendant. Huriwa, which accused the federal government of inflicting double jeopardy on Nnamdi Kanu, reminds the federal government that the principle that prevents it from being practiced in a procedural defense, which prevents an accused person from being tried again on the same or similar charges and on the same fact, following a valid acquittal or conviction of the first one. The rights group recalled that under Section 36(9) of the Constitution, the ground norm provides thus: no person who shows that he has been tried by any court of competent jurisdiction or tribunal for a criminal offense and either convicted or acquitted shall again be tried for that offense or for a criminal offense, having the same ingredients as that offense save upon the order of a superior court. The rationale for this doctrine, according to legal experts, is the protection of the individual from the oppressive tendencies of a dictatorship, which, with its very extensive financial muscle, can indefinitely deprive an individual his personal liberty through several frivolous trials. The doctrine, according to legal minds, is a universal concept in criminal law jurisprudence, even as this also received judicial pronouncement by Black J of the Supreme Court of the United States in Green versus United States. Huriwa recalled that the federal government had recently filed an amended 7-count terrorism charges against Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention since he was brought back from Kenya on June 19, 2021. The IPOB leader was subsequently rearraigned on an amended 15-count charge. On April 8, the trial court struck out 8 of the 15 counts in the charge. The remaining 7 counts were later quashed by the Court of Appeal on October 13. Huriwa recalled that delivering judgment in the appeal, a 3-member panel of the appellate court, led by Hannatu Sankey, held that the federal government flouted the Terrorism Act in violation of international conventions and treaties, hence breaching the right of the correspondent. The court further held that having illegally and forcefully renditioned the appellant, the trial court is stripped of jurisdiction to continue to try Kanu. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the